Hello everyone. Our city has grown incredibly large in the last 15 episodes, and I feel it's the right time to start focusing on our downtown area. Also, Cities Skylines 2 is now released, and I will play the game for next couple of days. So before creating the actual downtown, we might have one or two videos of Cities Skylines 2. But if you are interested in seeing the development of the downtown and also some City Skylines 2 stuff, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you get an alert as soon as I upload my videos. So now let's focus on today's build. In the last episode, we built the urban factories and cargo hub. So today we will focus on creating the transit hub to connect to the downtown and with the rest of the city. Before starting, let's delete these old roads and we will create the new ones. Let's keep new roads parallel to the highway. Also, let's level this land. Before to start, just let's clear all the trees and rocks. Now I will do a quick time lapse just to place all this initial road framework. So here in the center we'll place our main transit hub, that is metro train monorail tram hub with road. So this will have all these 4 connections. We will extend them in different part of the downtown and the rest of the city, but I think this is a good idea to place it in exactly the center so people can come here and from here they can go to different destinations. So we need to upgrade these roads, so let's go with 2-lane tram and monorail connection, and just on the opposite side we will place one bus intercity bus hub which will connect this part with bus and the buses coming from different cities. Also, just next to our train station we will place a tram depot because we will not extend the rail on this side, so we can place it here. Now let's place a parking lot building so that people can park their vehicles here and then use public transport to go to different areas. Now we need to give the rail and metro connection to this station, so we will extend the rails. Now we need to extend this rail connections, so I will do a quick time lapse. I will also add some more roads and connections around this area and also create a framework for our residential area. Okay, so now we will extend this road, and on this road I am planning to place a train metro hub. And we can align it perfectly with the center. We will also upgrade these roads to 4-lane roads. And now let's add the rail connections back. Now let's build the remaining roads. So that is it. This will be our high residential zone just next to our transit hub. We will start with zoning out the district. Here we will use Brooklyn's and Queens district style. And then here we will create a shopping malls district. Now let's add some residential and commercial zoning throughout this area. Now we have educational demand, so we will place an elementary school, and let's add a park for this part. I will use this lake park, and we can place in this corner. We'll also add some shopping mall in this area. I think this corner will be appropriate for this shopping mall. We can also add some parking in front of it. this seems good. Now on this side we can place a high school. We can maybe give it a dedicated entrance. So just extend this road and we can now place high school on this corner. And just in front of it we can add a basketball court. We can also add a football field. Let's also add few parking lots for our bus and intercities hub. On this corner we can add this small hotel. The building looks really nice, and we can also place a cafe and a tourist park. Let's also add another park for our residents. Now on this road we can place a tram station. So I will just add a road and we'll place it in the center of this part. And we'll adjust this road as well. Let's add some commercial zoning because it will be noisy. We'll add some more commercial. We can add one library. So this will be our educational hub where we can have elementary, high school and libraries and some playgrounds as well. We can then extend these roads and also add the residential zoning for this part. Let's put some more commercial buildings as we have demand for it, and we can add few parking lots. Okay, let's move this football ground in front of the library and school, and that's the more appropriate place for it. And then we can also add some small parks. We can change the variations. Now we will require some garbage management, so we will put a waste transfer facility along with a recycling center. Now let's add a tram connection, and we will also extend this metro line, and we will connect it to the already existing line near our agricultural metro station. We'll also extend this line further maybe in the next episode, because we will require several connections, and that will depend on how the downtown networks are built. Now I will quickly upgrade all the roads with some tram tracks and also some monorail tracks. Now let's add a tram connection around the city. Let's also add the train connection between these two stations and from the station to airport and back. Okay, I think we can move this park a little bit and we can add a skate park here, and we will also add one park just in between our high residential area so that the building doesn't look too dense. Let's also put one playground on this corner. We can also extend these roads and place few more parking lots on this part. And then let's cover the remaining empty place with some airport apron. And I guess that is it for this part of the town. We will do a quick time lapse and let the buildings grow. Okay, so all the buildings are grown. It looks really good. Of course, we will do some more detailing and then it will look even better. But for now, we can keep it as it is. We can now start focusing on our other part of the town. Here, I am planning to build or rather extend the university which we have built in the previous episode. So first we will extend the district from our previous university. If you haven't watched the episode, then I would suggest you to go in the playlist and check out the episode. Here we will place a track and field stadium. We'll try to put it parallel to this service road. This seems okay, so we can quickly extend the roads. I will also add few more connections after leveling this land, so see you in a bit. Let's adjust the position of this stadium. Now it looks good. We'll also place a gym just next to it, and we will need to extend the road. Fits exactly in the empty space just in front of the stadium. Let's make the rest of the connections. So now here we will place few dormitory. We can add a road in between and just change the direction of these buildings on the inside. We'll place few more. Now here we will place this aquatic center. The building is really beautiful. Let's add a road connection behind the building. On this side we can add this baseball ground. Just add the sidewalks around it. You can also place a cafeteria just in front of this baseball field. Maybe we can change the orientation of this building. I guess here now it looks better. On here we can add these fountains. And just add the pathways around it. We will add some more pathways around this stadium. On this empty part we can add a IT club. Just we will change the orientation. Now here we can add our commencement office. And we will also need a monorail connection, so we will extend these roads and we can place a monorail station just at the end of the university. Now let's add a laboratories. I think this is a better placement. And we can add a garden for outdoor studies. Let's add some more pathways around it. We can upgrade it with the trees, and we can also change the trees. Now let's add a library just next to our laboratories. And here on the small corner we can place a bookstore. We will level this land. We can add this one more outdoor study area. And also place park around it. Let's place this statue on this corner, and we can also place this auditorium in front of this outdoor study, which looks quite good. So let's just adjust the road and bring it behind the auditorium. Now we can place this book club on the corner, and I will quickly connect this monorail to our existing monorail connection. Let's also add the connection to this monorail station, and not to forget to add the stops. Now let's add some more roads. Here we can place our residential buildings. Let's extend the same district zoning for this part as well, because I want Brooklyn's and Queens buildings here as well. So let's just put majority area as a residential part. We'll also place few commercial buildings here and there. We also need services like police station and fire. So we can place this just next to our train station, so it will help us fill up the gap with some buildings. We also require the medical clinic, and we can place it on this corner. We can also have this elder care and crematorium. For now we can place it in this corner. Let's make a connection on this part, add some more commercial zoning. We can also change the orientation of this child health center. Now for this area we require bus connections, so I will quickly place few bus stands around this, and we will connect it to the main transit hub on the other side of the highway. For this episode I have not made any specific connection from this area to our downtown or the other area, but in the future episode I will make some proper connections. This can help reduce the traffic on other highways or the interchanges. Okay, so since this residential area is built, now we can add some more commercial buildings here. I have already made it as a shopping mall. You can see there is a lot of noise pollution, so we can place few commercial buildings, and we can also add a shopping mall just in front of this station. Right now I don't have any industrial demand, so I can't place office buildings, and that's why I'm focusing more on increasing the population. So once we have demand for office buildings, I will reduce some of this commercial buildings and replace it with office. Okay, so that is the majority part of this build. So now let's focus on detailing this area. I'm sure after detailing it will look even better. So I will see you after the time lapse. Okay, so that is it for detailing. Now let's do a quick review of today's build. We started with placing this huge transit hub. It has monorail, tram, train and metro. Here you can see the tram. Just on the head we have this metro station where we currently have the metro. We can also see the train on the other side. So basically it's a huge station. Just in front of the station we have placed this departmental store, which looks quite posh from the appearance. And then we have this tram depot just next to our station, and people will also require this parking lot so that they can park their vehicles here and then use the public transport. Right now there are no connections in this bus stop, just intercity buses which are coming here, and then I have placed just one connection. But of course in the future episodes we will add some more connections as we build our downtown. Then for this residential area I have placed a recycling center and a waste transfer facility on this corner. It's clearly getting divided by this train line. And then we have this high school, basketball field, community school, and then we have this library just in front of this football field. There are a few more gardens, and then you can I then added some residential buildings. Here you can see the skate park, and just next to skate park we have our tourist park. Then we have this large cafe which looks quite decent for this part of the town. And then there is this small lake park along with this beautiful pathway, and on the next we have this hotel property, which is also a beautiful building. Then just on this corner we have few commercial buildings like Sky Bar and other buildings, but then we have this large shopping mall as well where people can buy daily items and groceries. In the center we have this park and then some more commercial buildings. We also have this monorail connection, and then right now I have connected this both areas with this overhead pathway, and you can see a lot of people are using it. Also people are roaming through this garden, and this is the overall new university extension. As you can see here, you have track and field stadium and also this gym. We have this baseball court along with cafeteria and another cafe from Parklight TLC. Then there are some dormitories along with an auditorium and outdoor study. We also have another cafeteria on this part. Then we have these laboratories along with the library and bookstore. Here we have this beautiful aquatic center. And then we can see that a lot of people are using this monorail station, which is good news. Then here we have IT Club and Commencement Office. Yes, this is it for university. And on this corner I have added few more Brooklyns and Queens building. The buildings look really amazing and of course gives a realistic feel to this area. I have also placed this horse riding center. It looks quite good. The animation on this is quite decent. And it looks quite nice just next to the highway. And then we have this old style brick cafe along with a tourist park. And then another cafe here. We also have this elder care and few more commercial buildings. But I guess that is it for this area and also for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do, then please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Now enjoy the next cinematics video.